Welcome to this exciting episode where we make a front Undertray out of carbon fibre, dial-in and plywood.
Okay, so I'm going to try not to talk about the weather this episode and not swear about the problems I'm having and just find the solutions. So, that needs to hang under the car, but rather than just hang under and fall off the front wings like it did last time, it's going to be supported like a, I don't know, Undertray. Well, hey, to do that, I've got to find somewhere to fix it to the under of the car without drilling holes in the petrol tank and stuff like that. So let's have a look under the car.
So to orient you, tire at the top of the screen, front of the car at the bottom of the screen. That creamy white bit is the air dam, that needs supporting, and we need to fill that big gap between the car and that. Silver bit across the bottom is the radiator, I'm not drilling into that. There's one screw hole there which won't hold crap. Main candidate at the moment are these big black bits, that's the radiator mount. You can see the hole there, sling a rivet nut in that. Hole there, sling a rivet nut in that. Hopefully those two plus something else will hold it. Where I put something else, I don't know yet.
Well, it was easy to fit 2 bolts of that. So here what we have is that top head of the bolt and washer there, bolted there, so that's held firm. This is then loose, so whatever I fit will be fitted here to make sure it fits level with that one. Now, for no apparent reason, that hole I can't get to. Why is it blocked? Anyway, in there is the radiator housing, and the plastic housing on this side blocks that hole. When I compare it to the other side, I find the reason. The other side's broken.
Because we're doing solutions, not problems, I ignore that and make an MDF template for the side we have got, drill a couple of holes so they can go onto the bolts we've fitted. And there it is fitted. It needs to have at least one more fix in there and be significantly stiffer, plus cut shape to fit the actual air dam. A quick trial fit of the air dam shows us another opportunity because the air dam doesn't reach the floor. So we're going to need to make the air dam a little bit deeper. To properly trial fit the air dam, I need to fit the undertray. To fit the undertray, I fitted that 4th bolt, as you can see. As you can also see, it's a lot shorter, but I spent 2 hours trying to get to that plastic hole using dental hooks, magnets, anything I could. Put it on there, and realised it's too short, so I spent another 40 minutes taking it back out again.
Only 50% longer? It's so much more than 50% difficult, as this chopped plastic shows. Got it in there eventually. Thank God for that. Right. Let's get another one of those.
I stick the second wooden template on and then use the air dam to test fit it. So, how big's that gap? Well, I don't know. I reckon you just shove another layer of foam in there, we should be good. What does that look like?
There we have the new layer drying carefully on there. Obviously, the critical thing here is to get the weight load pressure as it dries to make sure it stays in the right place. So here's the air dam with the extra layer on it, all nicely sanded and shaped.
Back to the car and how we're going to fit this on. I'm thinking rivet nut into that bumper, nice and solid. Bit of threaded rod holding down to the front air dam in Kevlar or carbon fibre or whatever. Fitting the first rivet nut didn't go quite a plan, so back to the garage and work on the undertray.
While I had the air dam off and a big square piece of wood, I thought I'd mark off some squares and see just how symmetrical it is. So, 5, 5.
And guess what? Holy fuck, it's symmetrical. Encouraged by this, I started cutting the plywood to fit. Just the 2 edges here, obviously it needs a middle, but nice and smooth around the edges. Good fit so far. With the edges cut, I make the middle piece. I'm going to join these together using that curved line each side. I don't want to introduce a nice straight line which will fold or crease or crack.
Now the pieces are cut with their crazy curves, and what do you know, they fit together like a jigsaw. Just thought I'd better explain why I've gone back to plywood when everything else is carbon fibre and lightweight, blah blah blah. I could make this out of layers of carbon fibre, layers, a block of foam, and then layers of carbon fibre, and that would be lighter and probably not that much difference in terms of strength and stiffness, which are 2 very different things. One thing foam doesn't give you though is compressive strength, so if I put a bolt through there and squeeze it tight, that wood's not going to collapse. So if you look over there, this is going to be bolted around the edges of that. Lots of bolts, lots of holes, lots of squashing. I don't want the foam to get crushed and fall out of shape. After much fiddling, faffing and adjusting, the undertray in plywood is in place. So now what I need to do is composite over that. I've got big faffing holes which obviously need to make it much neater. Those will be going through the composite, which is why I've used timber so it doesn't compress. But I think we're pretty good in terms of shape. So that's got those big plates screwed to hold it together. Next, turn that to glass. I think I'm going to do the whole composite process as a separate video because this will be going a bit. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. It is fixed, it's firm, it does everything we need to do. So, like, subscribe and all the normal fun and games. Thank you very much.